Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I wanted to do a video today to kind of contextualize a lot of stuff that I talk about and really give you a framework for looking ahead professionally. Now, as I record this, it's early 2017. We've got a new president. Whether you like him or not, we have a new president. And the trend I want to talk about is one that's been going on for quite some time. And it's the notion that, well, let me set the stage. When we were in school learning, we learned about how, there were farmers who did work on small farms, and eventually came the Industrial Revolution, and people started to leave the farm and do their work in factories. And it led to the rise of the cities, the clustered areas where people come together to perform work. Well, interestingly, I think what we have started to experience is with the rise of technology, people can live anywhere that they want. And for those of you who are living in cities, I have to ask the question, why? You like living there. It's where the jobs are. But more and more firms are hiring remote workers. Even if you are working in a city, why are firms employing you when they can bring you on an as-need basis? Well, I show my loyalty. I'm a good individual. They want me around. All this kind of stuff is hogwash. And if you don't believe me, take a deep breath and think back to 2008, when all that good work that you did resulted in getting fired because the economics didn't work. I see like if you're under 50, the notion that you're going to go to work for an employer and last there from one economic cycle to another is going to become increasingly small. I don't care how successful the firm is. It becomes a question of why should they do it? And I must also say, why should you do it? Because invariably, even within the world of corporate work, there are boom and bust cycles of interesting and uninteresting work. It's almost as though you're better served being an external resource that goes from project to project or from task to task rather than get stuck maintaining. There's one part of it, creating a program. It's another part to maintain the work that's been done, and your mind starts to atrophy, and frankly, your salary increases start to decline. Better to be an external resource, and frankly, more and more firms are pushing in that direction. You can call it the Uberification of the U.S. economy, but it actually precedes Uber. Like if you look at the Uber model, what do they have? Self-employed individuals who are connected by logistics software. It's a terrific model. And I'll simply say, in some cities, there are more people who drive for Uber and more rides collected by Uber than cab drivers. Can you see this happening and for what you do? I do. You're a white collar worker, engineer, accountant, IT professional. Why does a firm need to employ you? Well, there's a continuity model that exists where people know our systems. Okay, but why does it work for you? Stability. Okay, I go back to my question. How stable was it? Well, I know I can rely on a paycheck. We can go with this circle on, but the reality is that more and more firms have been using temporary workers or workers as a service in one form or another, where individuals are in effect contracted to deliver services at particular peak times and then go off on their merry way. What do you do about this? Number one is you have to think as a business owner and start doing things to market yourself and keep yourself marketable. As I've said before, you start a side business off hours so that when the next recession comes, and there will be another recession, you're well prepared for it. You don't give your loyalty away freely just because you have a job and they've given you a desk and a phone. You always have to ask, What's in it for me when new assignments are given? Not that you're going to quit necessarily, but if it doesn't serve you in your future, start planning for something else, because just to sit there and do the same drudgery over and over again doesn't help your marketability when a firm disposes of you, and they will dispose of you. Hope you found this helpful. Have a great day.